Reflections on my journey, trusting the path laid before me. Hi everyone, my name is Eneida Delgado Silva. I'm a 45-year-old clinical psychologist of Cape Verdean descent, married to Dwayne and the proud mom of 2 daughters, Laïs who's 13 and Neva, my 9-year-old firecracker. You could say I'm navigating life with 2 teenage personalities. I'm also the owner of Sane Psychologen, a practice I started 14 years ago to provide psychological care to a multicultural community. When I started, I never envisioned it would grow into what it is today, but God had other plans. Back then, I was still working full-time, but as more people found their way to me through word of mouth, my days started filling up. At 32, I faced a big decision. Should I go all in with my practice? It wasn't an easy choice, but I felt in my heart that it was now or never. So I took a leap, left my job and followed my calling. Before long, the practice started gaining traction, and I was being approached by various people for collaborations. It was exciting, but also terrifying. Expanded, the pressure mounted. I started second-guessing myself, wondering if I could handle the responsibility. In the midst of this, I entered a partnership with an old friend, a colleague. It seemed like a smart move, but deep down, I felt uneasy. Then I heard God speak to me clearly. This isn't the right partnership. Step away. Yet, out of loyalty, I stayed. It wasn't long before the consequences of ignoring that guidance caught up with me. Financial setbacks, loss of staff, and a growing sense of frustration. During that tough season, I took part in a church program where I spent 3 days in deep prayer and reflection. It was such a powerful experience. I felt God's presence in a way I had never felt before, and His voice was unmistakable. He reassured me that if I walked with Him, He would open every door for me. Those words stuck with me. Just 1 month before the birth of my daughter Neva, I finally made the hard decision to leave that partnership, even though it felt like I was starting from scratch. I didn't have a practice space, clients, or a clear plan. But what I did have was an overwhelming sense of peace. It's hard to describe, but I felt this deep certainty that everything would work out because God was guiding me. My focus shifted to my family, and I tried to embrace the quiet moments. But life has its surprises. One day, as my newborn Neva was crying her lungs out, I got a phone call from an unknown number. Normally, I wouldn't have picked up during my maternity leave, especially not in that moment of chaos. But something inside of me said, answer it. And so I did. That call turned out to be a game changer. It led to 3 new locations for my practice, and from there, the ball started rolling again. Since then, I've seen doors open in ways I never imagined. Each time I reflect on that period of struggle and uncertainty, I'm reminded of those words. Walk with me, and I will open all doors for you. I began this journey as a simple therapist, but through faith and divine guidance, I've stepped into new territories I never thought possible. I've learned that I don't have to carry the weight alone. It's not all on me. God is with me every step of the way. So, if you're reading this and facing your own crossroads, my advice is to listen to that inner voice. Trust the path that's meant for you, and have faith that even when it seems impossible, the right doors will open. God has shown me that time and time again. Thanks for reading, and remember, you're never walking alone. With love, Eneida.